Okay, we're back on the trail again. I'm going to remount the key to mounting this bike is you want to do it on a slight incline or on a level. Okay, and the thing is you got to get the bike rolling. If you're on a hill, you can forget about mounting the bike on a hill. The key is on hills, you got to gear the bike down to get up the hills. It's almost impossible to get this thing going on a hill from a standing start. You can see they got benches along the trail here, and then two people put up their birdhouses. They come in here and they'll put like a 4x4 post, you know, in the brush, and they'll mount birdhouses out here in the brush. Hardly anyone out here today. I'm the only crazy one. Too cold. Almost didn't make it through that turn. I got to focus on aiming the bike. I had the brakes slightly going into the last turn. The bike is really meant for straight, all-out straightaways. No, it's not meant for real trails with real sharp turns. Now there's an underpass over here. I don't know what street this is, but there's an underpass that goes underneath it. You gotta be real careful, because what happens on a real bright sunny day, it's real dark underneath these things, and you lose your eyesight for about 2-3 seconds. 20. I can't even get old Brush to say good morning to me anymore. Here's the Root River off to the left. Up ahead there's like a little wood plank bridge that goes over a swamp area. Going up a hill. I didn't gear the bike. I'm just powering up over the hill. I didn't downshift. I should have downshifted. If you do that often enough, especially on a hot day where you don't juice the gears, your legs eventually will start to cramp up. I'm going to stop over here and shut the camera off till we get further down the trail. We're back on further down the trail. I like this section of the trail because a lot of deer in here. Maybe we'll see some deer when we go through. And we're going to come up eventually on a plank bridge that's really long that goes through a swamp area. I usually stop the bike there and walk across it. Because you go over those plank bridges, if you're wearing dentures, they're gonna come out of your mouth. This bike is you feel every bump because the frame actually takes all the shock of the bumps. I go by people and they look at me like I'm crazy talking to myself, now realizing there's a camera in front of the bike. Here we are on a bridge that goes through a lowland area and crosses the Root River. This is my favorite part of the bike trail. I like walking over it. I don't like riding over it because of all these planks. The bike, you feel, the bike frame takes all the shocks of the bumps, okay, and the cushion, you know, helps absorb the shocks, but the bike bounces around. Bike is meant for a smooth surface. Now we're walking south. You can see the sun straight ahead. I just had to swap out the battery in my camera because the first battery went dead. But this is the Root River. If you follow this all the way, it drains into Lake Michigan at the Racine Yacht Club. So it goes a long way. We're back on the trail, and we don't have too much further to go before I turn around. But this is another pretty section of the trail. In the summertime, it's nice and cool in here because of all the shade. But then further on down the trail, it opens up and you're in full sunlight. Out in the open. Coming to another underpass. There's the Root River on the right. Another parking lot to access to the trail. I'm going to shut the camera off over here so we get further down the trail. Okay, those spotlights those lights you see up ahead, that's the Milwaukee County Sports Complex. There's it's basically a soccer field, you know, not a football, but we'll be shooting by it in a little bit. that we're going to go to the left to the top of this hill to Roaming Park. Now we're going to go back down the trail and to the sports complex. I've often wondered what this little building up ahead is used for, but I think it might be a storage shed or something. There's no sign on it, no nothing. So I don't know what it's used for. I think it's a storage shed. Usually when I take these hairpin turns, I'll hang the opposite leg out of the turn. If the turn's to the right, I'll hang out the left leg as a counterbalance. You gotta be real careful going through the turns with this thing. It's not meant for sharp turns. Here's a sports complex coming up here. And, football is a football field, soccer field. You can really go like a bat out of hell down this hill. Okay, but you gotta be careful because down at the end over there, there's a dog leg. Alright? And coming back, it's a bitch. You gotta really, I've been up the hill already on it, but you gotta really gear the bike down to get up the hill. Now this is basically the roadway that leads to the parking lot here, and it empties out on Ryan Road. And you can really open the bike up over here because it's smooth as glass and there's no traffic. And once we reach Ryan Road, that's going to be the end of the ride. I'm going to shut the camera down and I'll start it up. Oh, we'll keep it on. The hell. Well, I'm going to shut it off. Okay, here's a little section of a trail that they built last year that parallels the roadway. It's sort of neat. It goes through like a, marsh area. It's basically a marsh area, lowland. Pretty. Very nice. Now we're coming up to Highway 100. And this is where I'm going to turn around and head back. Now, if I were to continue straight down this road for about another 3 miles and then to Oakwood and then turn left, that would take me to Oakwood Golf Course. It would be about a 25-mile round trip. And I do it once in a while on occasion, okay, but today I'm just going to do this 20-miler. This is where I'm going to shut the camera off, and hope you enjoy watching the video.